Okay, welcome back to another Mario Kart World video. In this one, I wanted to try out 5 different vehicles within the game. I pretty much always use the baby blooper, as is seemingly the meta within the game, and I wanted to try out 5 different options. These were all just randomly picked out, and I will warn everyone who's about to watch this. This does not go well. This is, in fact, very bad. So you're not coming here to watch good gameplay. You are here to watch why the baby blooper is incredibly superior. However, as part of this video, it is actually going to be a two-parter. In that, the next video I do will be taking the winner of this video. I won't make any spoilers, but the winner of this video will face off against the baby blooper across 3 different races. In order to determine the winner of this video, though, they just get 1 race, which is probably why this video is so unsuccessful. I only get 1 race to try and adapt to each thing, basically. So, I start off with the thing that I am on, which is, I believe it's called, like, the Tune Thumper, or something like that. It's like the bike that's basically a boombox at the same time. And as you can see, for the sake of fairness, I am using the same character for every single one, and that character is, of course, Moo, or the cow. So yeah, another thing that makes this maybe slightly unfair in terms of as a comparison is obviously each track is going to be different. There's a lot of moving parts, I suppose, within this that makes this not particularly a fair test. However, like I say, we will be doing a face-off against whatever wins this against the baby blue. But as I have said as well, I know this doesn't go particularly well. So, yeah. Anyway. So, the immediate thing that you will notice from this race is that I have kind of just been towards the back or the mid-pack. I think a reason for this is that my rating at this point for online play is kind of getting to the higher end of what it should be. And it means that I'm facing against players who are just significantly better than me at the game, and the only way I really have a chance of doing anything other than, like, middle of the pack is to get lucky with items and everything, and be a bit cleverer with the way that I'm driving. But with this first race, I get 9th on the Tune Thumper, which isn't awful. Anyway, we cut to the second race, and I'm in a bullet bill, so I don't actually know which vehicle I'm using. Oh, there we go, the B-Dasher. So the B-Dasher, originally from Mario Kart DS. You know, I mean, there's that image of Mario. Well, I say the image. The promotional image for Mario Kart DS is Mario just absolutely styling on the B-Dasher. Just frankly horrifying, to be honest. But yeah, it's back in Mario Kart World. And we will see how I do with it. So you can see I was towards the back, though. Again, this lobby that I was in just seemed kind of high skill, to be honest. Not really much else. Like, you know, I'm not going to make an excuse and say, like, oh, I was just playing badly. No, I was playing about to my ability. I just wasn't that good in comparison to who I was playing against, to be honest. But yeah, I still might get a good result here. You can see that, again, I did cut towards the end of this because, again, I think because it's an intermission track, there just wasn't a lot that happened before this. So I wanted to just cut to the end of this, and you can see that I'm going to cross the line in about 12th, 11th, maybe? 11th, which, yeah, okay, nothing awful. So, anyway, next car, or vehicle, or whatever you want to call it, is the Buggy Bud, or the thing that I'm currently in, as you can see. So I should also preface this by saying that the Tune Thumper that I used for the first one is a vehicle that I actually used towards the start of the game before I really experimented with other vehicles or anything like that. That was kind of just one that I chose. I don't know why. It just kind of was. And so that might explain why I got 9th, you know, which isn't a bad result. Or it might just say, again, I got lucky, because I think that is a lot of what this is. But, still. So far, the Tune Thumper will be the thing that will go and face off against the Baby Blooper, which is, of course, I would say the meta. I don't really know that it is really the meta, but you see a lot of people using it online. I mean, literally, as I'm speaking right now, you can see that Mario using the baby blue part. It's the cart that I use in pretty much every single video. So, and it's in every thumbnail. But it won't be in this thumbnail because, again, I am not using it in this video. But you can see there's a Koopa using the baby blooper. It's a popular choice, is the point I am making. That Yoshi there. There's a lot of people using it. There's a penguin. Nearly everyone is in it, right? Is kind of the point. It is the best vehicle option, really. But you can see here, I am getting bullied in my Buggy Bud, I think it's called again. I'm remembering these off the top of my head. These the names of these vehicles. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure if it is actually called the Buggy Bird, but that seems to ring a bell. So yeah, I got quite lucky there with that lightning strike. That actually allows me to move up towards the mid pack slightly better. But again, it's another race here where I'm sort of just in the mid pack, which, to be honest, I think I could have used the baby blooper in this lobby and probably not got it much higher, which maybe I should have done. I've realized now I should have maybe had a control result to make this a bit more scientific, as I got 11th there. Yeah, I should have maybe had a bit of a control result, but I didn't do that because I'm stupid. Anyway, on to the next vehicle, and you can see again I got a bullet, and then I've now got a lightning strike, so I got a pretty good combination of items. But yeah, I am on the Dolphin Dasher, and ending on Moo Moo Meadow, so surely this is a good opportunity for me, right? Because it's a track that I'm familiar with. It's, well, yeah, I mean, that's really the only thing that matters. It's a track that I'm familiar with, and it is also a good combination of items. I get a bullet, and I think I used this slightly too early. But as you can see, I am now in first, which is great, right? You know, can I finally win a race in this lobby? You can tell from the way that I am talking, no, I don't, inevitably, because here comes the blue shell. And having been hit by the blue shell, here comes literally the entire lobby. I mean, not really much I could have done here, other than, again, use the bullet later. As I get 14th, which, yeah, not great. Well, it's the worst result that I've had. So anyway, we finish with the standard cart, which I get the honor of using on Rainbow Road, which is seemingly becoming just an increasingly common fixture on these videos, is that I just always seem to end up driving Rainbow Road, which is fine, I guess, but we'll see how I do. You can see that I am towards the front here. And again, in that last video that I did, we found out that I actually don't mind running towards the front. If anything, I probably do slightly better doing that, because that's more what I'm used to trying, is trying to run towards the front rather than just trying to pick up items and get, maybe not lucky, but, you know, more skillful with items. But yeah, hard to say whether or not it's the better strategy or not. Again, I said in the last video that I think bagging versus front running is kind of just a matter of preference. And yeah, you will see in this video that chances are vehicle options are just a matter of preference. Or again, the baby blooper is just better. I don't really know. I use the baby blooper that often that it's maybe not fair for me to say that it's just objectively better, because again, maybe I'm just used to it. But I think one of the main things, though, to learn, and one thing that I do really like about this game, is that the characters don't seem to have a big influence on, well, really anything. To be honest, they're just aesthetic, it feels like, and I think that's kind of how it should be in Mario Kart, is that the characters really shouldn't have a big role to play, and it should be more about the vehicle options and the actual player's skill above all else, rather than just a meta character and a meta kart combo and all of this. So that's something that I like personally, but anyway, I digress. Yeah, you can see once again we're in the mid pack, and I don't even think that needs saying at this point. The point is that this was not a good recording session. Either, again, kart combos I was using were just bad, but to be honest, again, like that Moo Moo Meadows kind of showed off, and I mean, I fall off there as well, which shows that maybe I'm not playing well, but at Moo Moo Meadows, where I was in first place, I probably didn't use my items in an ideal way, or ideal times, or anything like that. So, you know, there's a lot of criticism to this gameplay, and I'm fully for it if you want to put it in the comments, because I have no doubts that someone will. But yeah, I mean, this was just a bit of fun. And like I say, in the next video, I will be using... Well, I can spoil it at this point. I'll be using the Tune Thumper. I don't get higher than 9th, as is probably obvious at this point anyway with standard kart. But let's see where I do get anyway, because we are starting to get towards the end of this video. And you can see that I get a Golden Mushroom to end and a Mega Mushroom, which will make a big difference. And I get, yes, 14th again. So basically, pretty unsuccessful. But the Tune Thumper next week versus the Baby Blooper. Bye.